Hello, my name is Margaret Wong, and I'm a practicing immigration lawyer. So clients, you have to know who you represent. For example, I represent an employer. In the meantime, my clients have AIDS. Do I tell the employer because I do represent the employer and it's a hospital? Of course, they need to know. It's my job to tell them because I represent them. Or do I protect HIPAA, which means that the privacy of my client, my alien client, not tell the employer. So these are ethics issues that maybe if I have time, I'll discuss further. So when it comes to alien practices, you really have to know who you represent. Let me give you an example, and I hope I don't hurt people's feelings. The Chinese people, because of Nixon and Kissinger going to China in 72 and 78, there's a lot of PhDs, J1s, they're awesome. They came to America after 79 from Xiamen University. I'm an honorary professor at People's University of China, Renda University. So from China, they came after 78, 79. So you have a lot of Fuzhou people. They're the first generation. Now their kids, they all go to Ivy League. They're all lawyers and doctors. You kids are just awesome. On the other hand, if you look at Korean writers, I love to read and write. Korean War is 1950, 51 to 54, 52, 53. There's a lot of North Koreans who escaped to China. And then the South Koreans, they came to America. Color Quota Act came in 1965. So I'm lucky because I came to America in 69. My husband came to America in 61. His father, because his brother and himself, they have different names. His name is Chan. His brother's name is Ng. And my father-in-law's name is Ng and later changed to Chan because they Maiji. That means they bought their immigration papers. And there was an amnesty period for the Chinese people. So his father went and gave up the paperwork. So my husband had to fight his own deportation in 1964, 65. I came to America in 69. So I'm giving you my history and also my client's history. So ages are very important when we do immigration. If you look at the most Mexican people, they all were born in the 70s and 80s, except the people who came under amnesty. Under President Reagan, they give 1 million people green cards in exchange for the Unemployment Act, meaning they have to check I-9s. So you see a lot of older Mexicans here, and they all get green cards through the amnesty. Now their children are here and their grandchildren are here. The sad thing is most of these grandparents, they did not file for their children because they really didn't want this green card or something. They pay tax. They hopefully will retire back in Mexico. So times have changed. It's more the young people born after 73, 74. The Honduras, the Guatemalan, they mostly came after 80s and 90s. That's why you have the new law. It's old now. It's called NACARA. The Berlin Wall fell down in 1989, and that's the NACARA law. But there's no more now because it's so old. So that's why it's fun to practice immigration law. It's not just, oh, how do I do a fiancé visa? How do I do a marriage case? Those are old news. Because with the closing down of barriers between all these countries, how do we become advocates of the 20 million or 15 million people who came and still have no papers? That was from times ago. Now it's getting easier and easier to get visas to come to America.